Hey there, happy Monday. It's good to see you again. So let's get down to business. So I'm Dangerous Ginger. Welcome to my channel. And this is the Ginger's Journey. And for this week, intense, and well, this week's going to be really intense. So we'll see what's going to happen there. And what I wanted to discuss with you guys today is something that's not always an easy topic. So here's a little bit of a trigger warning that we are discussing sterilization this week. So this is kind of a big deal for me. I've been trying to get sterilized for the last 10 years. And I know for a lot of female-bodied that is something they have sought as well and are unable to, either because of doctor restrictions, state restrictions. It's pretty heavily regulated, just like abortion. And we're not going to go into that right now, but we're going to stick with sterilization. So this week, I'm getting sterilized. I'm nervous because I have never been under anesthesia, so it's something I'm not super excited for. Aside from that, the reason why this is very important to me is because, other trigger warning, I have had a miscarriage in the past, and I have never wanted to get pregnant. I don't view myself as a female, and the way our society has been viewing females is primarily through their reproductive organs, and that is something that has always bothered me, and it's not something that I've ever wanted to perpetuate. With that, I have also been struggling a lot with a lot of physical issues. I have a lot of chronic illnesses, which I will get into in another vlog. This one, however, we're speaking specifically about the sterilization, and I know I keep getting off topic, but please don't get mad at me for that. The other thing with the sterilization, the reason why it's important for me, as I mentioned in the earlier, in my first vlog, is that I'm a sex worker. And currently I do sex work on my own with one of my partners and by myself. I want to expand eventually and participate with other people. Getting sterilized will prevent me from ever getting pregnant while I'm participating in those activities. Pardon me. Sterilization will be able to make sure that I don't get pregnant while I'm participating in these other activities with other performers. It's one of those concerns. Another thing I want to mention with doing sex work is that if you work with other people, you want to make sure you're getting STI tested. That is a huge part of it, and most people can't afford it either. So not having to worry about the cost of birth control, which I know many sex workers have to be concerned with that cost because they're unable to get sterilized, either because of medical reasons, financial reasons. There's always a barrier, or because they're not the right age. In our society, you have to be usually over the age of 30 with 2+ kids to even be considered to get sterilized. It's a huge impediment on those who seek it, even for medical reasons, who seek it. For me personally, sterilization is just a way for me to honor my body and honor those bodies who I'm going to be participating in sexual activity with. And it's a way to make it sure that I'm safe and they're safe. And I'm a strong believer in getting STI tested. If I'm going to do anything with a new partner, I always make sure I get tested. And if I hope to God that they're tested too, I always ask if I have a new partner if they're tested or not. And I usually ask for proof, and I believe you should do the same. Your sexual health is just as important as your mental, your physical, your spiritual health. It is one that is not addressed enough. Okay, I keep going around in circles, but thank you for staying with me if you're still here. So as I said, the sterilization is this week, and I'll be going under anesthesia for the first time, so I'm very nervous. Luckily, one of my partners will be staying with me the night before and taking me to my sterilization procedure, and will be picking me up as well. If I don't have another video next week, that is why. So also, with the sterilization, the recovery time is around 2 weeks to 6 weeks, depending on if there's any complications. The way I'm getting it done is called laparoscopic bilateral tubal ligation. With laparoscopy, they don't have to cut me open, but there is always the chance they may have to, so that'll extend my recovery time. This is also going to disrupt my ability to make money at this time. My primary income at this point in time in my life is through my sex work and through providing those services. So if I'm out of work for more than 2 weeks, I may not be able to pay my bills, which is a scary thought. And also why I'm addressing it is because a lot of sex workers, their primary income is what they're doing. So when you don't buy porn, but you use the free porn, you are literally taking money out of sex workers' pockets. You are funding toxic and unhelpful parts of our society that won't help those in need. And many sex workers are suffering at this time due to COVID and due to the inability to go out, and especially where I live. I live in California, and we currently have over 200 fires going, and the closest fire to me was only 45 minutes away. Luckily, they're containing it, but it's scary, and a lot of people are losing their resources. So please, please buy porn. Please buy your porn, and any form of it. It doesn't even have to be porn. You could buy books, you could buy anything that's produced by a sex worker. Most sex workers do other jobs. They have some other form of getting that income. Like some may be photographers, videographers, editors. Some might have the service of building websites. There's a lot of marketing that goes into sex work, and they can do so many other things. I know so many who do art, either fine art, photography as art modeling. They do clay works, resins. They use their photography for other things other than sex work, but they help those in the community. So what I hope is, with this, you'll take my message and understand that yes, I need help, but after this surgery, because I'm going to be out of work for the next 2 weeks. It's a scary thought. Hopefully my unemployment continues, but we know with everything going on that it may or may not, depending on our government. So my fingers are crossed that I'll continue to receive unemployment, but there's no guarantee. And any way you can help, I would appreciate it. The links will be down below. I can also link other resources if you would like. And I want to address something that I meant to address earlier. Was I know last week I said I would find resources. I was unable to do it this week because I've been dealing with a lot of things with my friends and family, and my own health has been kind of suffering at this point in time. But I will, one of these days, I will make sure to link those resources for those who are local in the San Diego area. And I will also try and get some from more in the California area. So yeah, and say hi, this is my cat Galileo. Alright, so my first goal for the week is to make sure I make it to my COVID test, which is prior to my sterilization. The second one is to get to the sterilization and to actually go through with it and not to chicken out. My third goal is to make sure I continue with my 3 things I'm grateful for a day this week as often as I can. At least I want to do it at least 5 times this week. make sure I get it in the journal either before bed or when I first wake up this morning. And the last thing I want to do this week is just to clean my apartment. It is a mess. So I apologize for the mess behind me as well. But thank you so much for participating. Tell me what 3 things you're grateful for this week in the comments below, and tell me if there's anything you want me to address. Thank you so much for listening, and this is Ginger's Journey. I hope you have a great day and a great week. Bye.